Planet Dolan. From technology translating pet talk, how far a snake can eat its own body, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
Hey there, my name is Melissa. I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Sacred Snoopy asks, could sloths take over the planet?
They're already doing it. It's happening. Everywhere you look, sloths are rising up to overthrow humanity. They're just incredibly chill about it. Taking their time. No rush. Lots of naps between planting. We should be afraid, but it's been a while.
Well, back before humans, it was the biggest or smartest dinosaurs that ruled the world. And the only reason humans became dominant is because of our highly evolved brains. For sloths to take over, they would have to become vastly stronger, such as with the ancient extinct Goliath sloth, and exceed our own intelligence, which would take millions of years of evolution. Connor Brown asks, how and why did the Stone Age happen?
This is back when our computers were built from rocks and stones. All they could run was Windows 0.5, and it took ages to do anything. By the time you loaded up a single JPEG, we'd already moved into the Bronze Age. But things weren't much better.
The Stone Age started when humans began using stone tools 2.5 million years ago in Africa, and went for a long time, ending around 3300 BC, once humans began using bronze tools. It showed glimpses of intelligence from our ancestors, and we even see apes today have entered the Stone Age themselves, using tools to their advantage.
Oh, just stop! The dial-up isn't working properly at the moment. Melissa, what's the hold-up?
What do you want me to do? It's just a box with the word internet on it. Avital Berdychevsky asks, what was the first joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dolan.
Dolan who?
Danger Dolan.
The first recorded one came from Sumerians in 1900 BC, living in what is now known as Iraq. Something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. Yep. The first joke in history was a fart joke.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because Danger Dolan told him to.
You're not very good at this, are you?
Danger Dolan.
James Plummer asks, is it possible for technology to ever translate what animals say?
Not a good idea. Can you imagine how complicated everything would be if your pets had a say on how they were treated?
You gave me 3 less biscuits than last time. Not exactly fair.
Well, I didn't realize, so...
I mean, I understand you can't take me for walks every 5 minutes, but just wondering how you'd feel if I called a vet and told them, say, how malnourished I am.
Alright. Here, just take it.
Yeah, I was about to say, you like a Trump supporter, or...
What was that?
No, nothing. This food's great.
It actually is possible, and it's already starting to happen. Prairie dogs are very social creatures, and their language is complex, but we're starting to crack the code. Dogs will also have brain-computer interface software that can translate their thoughts directly into speech.
Hey, Melissa, I'm not saying scratch my fur or pat me or anything, but...
Who's a good doggy?
Me. Is it me? Is it me? It's me, isn't it?
Crazy Gamer 3100 asks, is silence a sound?
This is easy to find out. Everyone always says if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, whether it actually makes a sound. So I put a tape recorder in the forest and there was no sound. So yes, silence is a sound.
Myth busted.
Silence is just the absence of sound. Your ear is a chamber that reverberates it. And the reason you hear ringing in your ears when there's no sound is because you're hearing your own nervous system and blood circulation. So you never truly hear utter silence. Just a commenter asks, what would happen if the moon were cut in half?
It would be really upset. Crying all day and night, so loud that everyone on Earth can hear it. Wah, wah, wah. It hurts. Woe is me. I don't like this. We'd all go nuts. So by the time the moon loses gravity and finally hits the Earth, we would welcome death just to get away from its whining.
You'd be surprised to hear that nothing much would happen. The moon is already a loose collection of dry sand, only held together by gravity. So at worst, splitting it in two may create a dust ring like Saturn has. But likely, Earth's tides would adapt, and nothing would change.
Oh, the moon won't shut up. Can't Can't someone do something? Did she just fly to the moon? Am I supposed to just wait here, or... I got the script, I guess. Alrighty, let's do this. If you have one eye, are you winking or blinking? Well, neither. You're too busy trying to figure out where your other eye went. Okay, Melissa isn't back yet. Don't know what to do. Okay, here we go. It depends on what you're intending. Blinking happens automatically to clear dirt and debris from the pupil. Winking is a deliberate act to convey something social, usually with a, what's this word, exaggerated movement. Oh, what took you so long?
Yeah, it just needed to burp. It'll be alright.
Did you check its diaper?
I don't wanna. Zisha Nuzmani asks, can you run continuously for 2 hours without stopping?
No, your feet would burn away, which is a real shame because the shoes you were wearing were pretty expensive, like $200. You can put a band-aid on your foot stump, but money doesn't grow on trees. There are kids in Africa who could have eaten those shoes, but you burnt them away. You're so selfish.
You can, and people do it all the time, but only at a pace you're comfortable with so that you don't get completely burnt out by the end. Just make sure you're well-fueled and hydrated, that you're eating well, and you're relatively fit. And it's certainly possible.
Well, it's easy for you. You can fly.
Have you considered that maybe flying is just as exhausting as running is for you?
Yeah, I doubt that.
Nolo Voto asks, how far can a snake eat its own body?
All the way. Every time you find an empty snake skin, that means a snake finally managed to eat itself into oblivion, at which point it will reappear in a different dimension as a completely new life form, usually a rock or something.
A snake can eat about half its own body, or at least until its stomach ends. But if it bites itself, then it'll very quickly stop, because it'll realize what it's trying to eat. Girls I'm 21, RBLOX asks, what is the difference between a worm and an earthworm?
A worm is someone who wriggles through dense crowds to get where he wants to go without bothering anyone or nudging anyone's bags. And an earthworm is just a worm who is easy to get along with. He's a down-to-earth guy.
You have two main classes of worm, red wigglers and earthworms. The wigglers are generally found in compost bins and are used as fishing baits. Earthworms are reddish-brown and dig deep into dirt to find moist environments when the surface is dry or cold.
Oh, those are the worms you meant, right? Yeah, I have a bunch of those. This one's my favorite. His name is Wormface. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.